Hello you guys, my name is Miguel Gomez, fellow Xray Tech student here, bringing you some more knowledge to help y'all get through the program. And for this video, we're going to be covering what to expect as far as busy work and actual homework during the program. So keep in mind, depending on your program, it will vary, but the concepts and stuff you'll learn will be always similar because what they're teaching you is helping you for the board exam, which the ART is the one responsible for that. So the teachers know this is what the RRT wants. So they're responsible for covering. Certain teachers will cover certain aspects that they think is more important, but the general like meat and potatoes will be the same for the actual exam. So as far as busy work, depending on what course you're in, I'll give you some examples. Like the first course we took, which was the Bontrager, was the Bible, the big one for positioning one. So in that one, for the most part, our busy work was, I guess you could kind of say it was the workbook, because like for the most part, the answers are kind of in the back, and you're literally just there writing them in. Yes, it has some stuff in there that if you read, it can be a review, it can be helpful, but for the most part, it's kind of busy work. And also, you might get assigned like reading chapters. You have to read the chapter and you just have to like fill in the blanks. So, I guess a study guide so the teacher knows that you're reading. That's kind of some busy work they'll assign. And then some of them will like do crossword puzzles with like the key terms. I guess they could be helpful kind of as vocabulary, but for the most part, it kind of feels like busy work. And then some of the like labs we have kind of feel like busy work because like it'll be stuff that it almost seems kind of childish to learn, because like the concept will be like, for instance, we had one where we grabbed a flashlight and there was like a cube, like a little hole in a piece of paper, and then we learned as if you grabbed another piece of paper and put it on the other side, as it moved away the box got bigger, to learn about like how scatter works and how like that was kind of redundant, like it was kind of a waste of time. As far as like actual like work for the most part, we'll have like online is like quizzes you have to do. Some of them are like reading quizzes, some of them are like pertaining to a certain section in the chapter. I mean, for the most part, you can find those on Quizlet and speed on through. That's what I did. Me and we just Quizlet, just got the answers and just learned the stuff. And then also you'll have like, after you do all the small quizzes, there'll be like a big unit quiz that will combine all the stuff that you did. It'll just be one giant one. And depending on your course, you have like a test. You have to take it online. Sometimes you have to do that. Sometimes you'll be an actual in-course. And then sometimes you'll be assigned like you have to read a chapter, and then you have to present to your class what you read, explain it to them. And also you'll have like quizzes in class, which the teacher will be like, okay, some of them are pop quizzes, like you didn't even know, you just show up the day and you'll be like, oh, the teacher will be like, okay, close everything, we have a quiz. It'll be over chapter 3. You should have read it before you came to class. And basically, like the answers like the questions they'll ask you will be sometimes so specific, so unless you read it, you don't know. Sometimes you get lucky and it'll be kind of just basic general stuff that if they have multiple choice, you can kind of, just make it through. And then other ones, especially our teachers, you just do fill in the blank, and there'll be like no word bank, so unless you knew it right, you're kind of screwed if you don't. That's some things we'll do. And then sometimes in class we'll do like some Kahoots, which for those who don't know, Kahoots is kind of like on your phone. There'll be like 4 buttons with 4 different answer choices, and then on the projector it'll be like the actual questions, and you click on it. That's some of the fun, I guess kind of fun things we do as work. And then for certain courses we'll have to like read there'll be like a video she'll send a video and you just have to watch it. Sometimes it's on YouTube, sometimes it's in the actual, we use Blackboard, and then some people use Evolve, I think. And then there'll be some like matching stuff you have to do on there. And then there's also like vocabulary quizzes. Well, you'll have a question. You'll have to actually like drag the questions to it. And then when it comes to the more science, well, math based, like for physics, we were assigned like basic. I feel like almost like a repeat of like college algebra, because it was just basic like math. I think it was just adding, subtracting, dividing, long division. It was exponents, how to divide using exponents. Using fractions. It was just like a basic math packet. That almost felt like busy work. And if you don't know how to do it without a calculator, that can be a big thing. Sometimes they're nice and let you use calculators, but now you have to go good old fashioned math, handwritten stuff. And for the most part, that's really it. I guess from the clinical aspects, your work you have to do from there is you have to document like what exams you did, and you put the time, and you either if you comped it or how many you missed, and then you have to send like your monthly evaluation. I guess that from clinical aspect, that's kind of your workload. Oh, and then you have a journal. We had a journal to do, explaining like what we did during over the week, how we felt, if there was any special rotations you did, just giving basically like a journal of just what you did. And I think that's mainly it. And I hope this helps.